What's up? Welcome back to another episode, guys. Today I am hunting out of one of these particular stands. There we go. One out of these particular stands that I have on my lease that doesn't have a feeder. It's just a way that animals cross paths, and it's just a travel zone is really all it is. It's really neat. There's some bedding area close by. But I do have some corn on the ground. I've had some pigs that have been coming in here and wearing this spot out. I've also had some white-tailed does occasionally, the axis does occasionally. There's also been a white-tailed buck that has been strolling in through here every so often. Before I go any further, I do want to apologize for the wind noise. I know it's kind of rough, but I'm super excited, and hopefully I can let an arrow fly this evening. This should be great fun. So maybe we'll see some axis, maybe we'll see some white-tailed. I'm almost positive that we're going to shoot a hog tonight, but I want to count my eggs before they hatch. Guys, if you want to pick up some 4B caps, some 4B gear, it's all down in the description below. Pick some up, helps to support the channel and bring these videos that you guys love seeing so much. I'm appreciative for every one of you, and I'm also appreciative for every one of you that have put in orders and help support this channel. Thank you, guys. Let's get quiet. It's about 3:30. Wind's blowing hard out of the northwest, which isn't ideal for me, but it's huntable. We're here, we're gonna do it, and we're having fun. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because you don't want to miss any of this awesome action. Here we go. Yes, that's how you do it right there. Man, what an afternoon. I mean, it's freaking gorgeous out here right now. Watching the sun go down, the breeze kind of calmed down just a little bit. And I had that whitetail, that little nubbin buck. He came in first, and I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. He fed here for like 3 or 4 minutes, maybe at most. And then he kept looking back behind me, and kept looking and kept looking and kept looking. I was like, oh yeah, it's either another whitetail or that's a hog. And as soon as I saw him, I was looking at the GoPro. I was like, oh my gosh, because on the trail camera he doesn't look near that big. But boy, I was real surprised. He's probably, oh no, I give him a solid 200 pounds. He's a big hog. And man, that was so freaking cool. I'm so glad that it worked out that way. I wanted to shoot a big hog like that in the head for a while, like since this spring. And I even mentioned it to you guys. So for those of you that have been subscribed for a while now, y'all know, because I asked you guys, I was like, y'all want me to try to shoot a big one in the head? Like, these arrows that I'm shooting, it's a Easton injection, and I've got I want to say I've got an extra 50 grains up front, and I'm shooting a 125 grain broadhead, a 2-inch mechanical, and my overall total weight is just over 500 grains, which is a heavy arrow. It's pretty solid. It's pretty good, middle of the road. I used to shoot about a 600 grain arrow, but I was losing a lot of speed doing that. But that was a 24-yard shot. 24-yard shot to the side of the head. He stood there for like 10 minutes and would not give me a shot. And I'm like, you son of a gun. And I kept waiting and I kept waiting and I kept waiting. And I was like, here in a minute, he's going to turn and give me a shot. And sure enough, he finally turned his head and he looked up, and I was like, oh yeah, here we go. So it worked out pretty stinking awesome. I shot him the juice, Bruce. Oh man, I've shot tons of hogs, like frontal headshots, and I want to say, yeah, I've killed some shooting them in the side of the head with a bow too. But guys, if you got the confidence in your equipment, you can do it. Also, not just confidence in your equipment, but make sure that you have the proper equipment and confidence in your ability to shoot. You know, it was splitting hairs right there. I had to shoot past that little tree. And so, I mean, if you know that you can do it, and you have confidence in your equipment, and you know that your equipment can do it by all means. I mean, that's about as ethical as it gets right there. I mean, just a off button. I mean, instantaneous. Hit him in the side of the head, straight leg stiff, folded over. Dude, I mean, now I don't have to track him. I can just back the buggy in here and hook the winch onto him and drag him out. I mean, it was just perfect. So I love doing that. And I always prefer that they're a little bit closer, because that 24 yard mark's kind of stretching it a little bit for a hog that size. But hey, if it works, it works. That's so awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't been, or have been thinking about it, sitting on the fence about subscribing. Guys, subscribe. I'm posting videos weekly, awesome hunting content, and I enjoy doing it so very much for you guys, and I appreciate all of you watching. Leave me a big thumbs up. This video deserves at least 300 likes. Let's do that. Let's smash that thumbs up button. Let me see it, because all of you guys love these hog hunting videos. I love the hog hunting videos. So much stinking fun. Let's take a second to thank the Lord for a couple of things. First of all, for a nice, quick, clean harvest, and also this sunset right here. Alright, now let's jump down here and go take a look at our pig. Alright, so I'm trying not to blind you guys, but we're down here at the hog, and I rolled him over, and guys, this is insane. I mean, I was aiming right for the ear and just below it, and that's exactly where I hit. Now we're gonna take a quick peek at this. I told you guys the location of it, but here's a quick peek. So obviously bled pretty good bit. It was very lethal. I mean, just instant off button, bang, done. So man, it was so cool. I'm so glad to be able to take out this big old hog, because he ran my deer off, and then I just heard some axis barking at me a while ago, so the axis wouldn't have come in here because this stinking guy. So it's good to have him gone. After further inspection, I am very, very glad that I did shoot him in the head, because I might not have found this hog had I shot him behind the shoulder in the shield, because this dude is thick. I mean thick. So I guessed him to be about 200 pounds or so. He may go a little more than that. He is he's just a slaunch of a hog. Yeah. Alright guys, so I know that's hard to see me, but I didn't bring my night vision camera, so I'm doing the best that I can with what I got. Man, I am jacked to take this hog. I've had him like clockwork every night the last probably 3 or 4 days, right at dark. And I knew with this cold front blowing in that he was going to move earlier, and sure enough, he moved earlier. Anyways, I'm super jacked, guys. If you have the confidence and you feel like you can take the shot, by all means, as long as you feel like your equipment is up to par. My opinion, I wouldn't try to take a shot like that with an arrow less than probably 450 grains. That's minimum for me, and I would definitely make sure that you're at least shooting probably 60-65 pounds. What's crazy about this is that was a 2-inch mechanical that went through the skull of this dude, and anybody that knows hogs knows how thick the skull on these animals can be, even on the side. And so I was very impressed. A fixed blade broadhead would have been obviously much better for that particular application, but hey, if it works, it works. So take the shots that you feel comfortable taking, period. Don't worry about anybody else. It's okay to leave your opinion, but don't be rude. The last video where I shot that whitetail frontal shot, or not last video, but the last frontal or headshot video that I did was on that whitetail spike, and it was actually this exact same spot. And you know what, if you have the confidence in the equipment and you feel comfortable taking the shot, take the shot. And I had a lot of people tell me, oh, you're dumb, that's unethical, and yada yada yada. Worry about yourself first of all, because unless you've watched a bunch of my other videos, you don't know what kind of shot I am, you don't know what my equipment is like, so on and so forth. There's a lot of different variables, there's a lot of different things that go into that. And so, with that being said, it's like a broken record around here. Confidence, equipment, shoot and practice. If you know, you know. Don't worry about anybody else. It's okay to leave your opinion and say, well, you know, that's probably not a shot I would take. I just don't think it's very ethical. That's okay to say that. It's okay to leave your opinion, but don't be rude, because there was a lot of rude comments and a lot of people's comments got deleted. And I just want everybody to enjoy this content and not have to scroll through and read the comments and be like, golly, this guy, you know, we're friendly around here. So I try to keep the content that way, and it's kind of fun taking some of these controversial shots, if you will. A lot of people don't agree with it, and that's okay, but it works. Need I say any more? I mean, so guys, this hog right here was shot over the 4B bait, which is live on my website. If you guys want to pick some of that up, it's down there, 4boutdoors.com. Go pick you some up, because big pigs like this are hard to pattern, and I put him on a perfect pattern with some 4B bait. Go check it out. Go pick up some hats. Go pick up some merch. Help support the channel. Help support bringing these videos that you guys love seeing so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Happy New Year's, by the way. And I'll catch you guys in a couple days.